5 Evening News tonight at a special time, 11 p.m. on KTLA 5.
And
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for the most exciting Jewish festival in Hollywood. I'm your Chaim Label, also known as Larry King, and this is the Chabad Telethon. Now, you may ask, why is this telethon different from all other telethons? Where else can you find rabbis and celebrities dancing their hearts out to help people in our community? Tonight, we celebrate 40 years of hope for the thousands of people whose lives have been saved since we launched our National Drug Rehab Center back in 1972. Now, tonight, for the very first time, the Dancing Rabbis come to you live from the magnificent Saban Theater in Beverly Hills. Thank you, Chaim and Cheryl Saban, for hosting what I hope will be our most successful telethon ever. So stay tuned now for 3 hours of singing, kvelling, kibitzing with your favorite celebrities, and of course, we'll all be dancing with the rabbis. So why are we making such a tumult? Well, every day the men and women of Chabad work tirelessly to save thousands of people in our community, regardless of faith or background. To us in Chabad, every human being is a mishpucha. When we see someone in need, we don't ask questions, we take action. Whether it's a child living in poverty, a senior citizen who can't afford to pay for a medication, an immigrant hoping to begin a new life, or a young college student battling to overcome his drug addiction. Tonight, more than ever, we need you to take action. So please pick up your phone and call us with your donation. We urgently need your support to continue our vital work. Our humanitarian and social service programs simply can't take place without your help. I want to tell you about a 9-year-old boy whose father died suddenly.
Stand up and be counted. Call in. Make your gift now so that you can watch the rest of this show and enjoy it without even thinking about having to call in later. Sophia is going to give me now the gift from her own grandmother, Ramona Delson, who's with us this evening. It is her wonderful check and contribution, and the pushka, which Mona has kept all year long for this evening. And we just celebrated her 94th birthday. Now she has given to Chabad what she can afford to give. That is of her heart and her pushka. What can you afford to give? What can you give that will not really hurt you, but will help many others? Tonight, we're very honored to have two wonderful people serve as our co-hosts of this evening. Our own KTLA's Sam Rubin and KTVK Good Morning America's, Good Morning Arizona's, tomorrow to be Good Morning America's own Stella Inger. Please join me in welcome Sam and Stella. Thank you.
Marshall, thanks so much.
Yeah, what a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much, Marshall. Wonderful words.
We very much so. Thank you, sweetie. We are so pleased to be here. You know, as you're going to discover throughout the course of the evening, Chabad does wonderful work day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. We have wonderful talent here tonight, some great stories, and some big stars. And I know as we become friendly over the years, you have a wonderful personal connection to all this.
Absolutely. It came here from Russia. I'm an immigrant. My family, we came here in the 1980s, and you know, Chabad really helped us get on our feet. I mean, that is what Chabad is all about. They do not discriminate, you know, against race, none of that. Chabad has so many different religious programs, social programs, and as you mentioned, throughout the show, you're going to be able to see what Chabad is all about and why I love this organization. So yes, I do have a personal story. And besides that, I mean, they're just amazing. Like I said, they do not discriminate.
Well, you know, the number is right on your screen. You can join us, participate in the telethon. Give us a ring right now. You can hop online as well. And we want you to meet a family now. A lot of us are very familiar with show business and Hollywood. And so these names are not unfamiliar. The Leshams are here, Maddie and Lynn. Lynn we know from Warner Brothers. I tell you what, who knew that Eighth Day would rip the rafters off the Saban Theater? Wow, you guys, great.
Did they raise the roof or what? They made you want to dance? Great job. Thank you guys so much. for that performance. Did that make you want to donate? I'm sure that did.
Absolutely. And here are the opportunities to donate. Make it real easy. The number is right on your screen. These friendly people are standing by to take your calls live right here, right now. And if you're even more high-tech than your telephone, what else can you do?
You can go online, tolife.com. So if you have to leave for a second, just log online.
We at Chabad do not have enough words to properly introduce our next guest.
Yeah, he is not a guest, actually, since he lives, breathes, helps Chabad every single day of the year.
A long-time champion of human rights and a defender of the people and the land of Israel.
Please welcome Academy Award-winning actor, activist, and lover of all of God's children, Mr. Jon Voight.
Thank you, Stella.
Thank you so much.
So nice to see you.
Well, you know, good evening, everybody. I'm honored to be here alongside those two great people.
Sorry, we gotta go now.
Stella and Sam and Rabbi Cunin, the amazing men and women of Chabad at the 32nd Annual Chabad Telethon. I've had many roles in motion pictures, but one of my favorite roles is taking part in Chabad's yearly celebration of giving. The people of Chabad are inspired by the Rebbe's teachings that every person can make a difference by doing a good deed. Imagine what a world we'd live in if everyone did a little something to help others. This year has been an especially challenging year for the men, women, and children who have come to Chabad seeking their assistance. So this year, we need everyone to help meet the challenge. We cannot close our doors and our hearts to those who are relying on us tonight for help. I hope you'll join me tonight, not just in celebrating, but by participating with us, by becoming our partner, by calling us to join in the circle of giving. There's nothing more fulfilling in life than helping a child or a family in need. So please pick up the phone and call us at 800-242-2239, 800-242-2239, and donate whatever you can. No amount is too big or too small. You know, I just want to say, and this, my mentor is here, my rabbi is here. Rabbi, I was just about to say that, you know, this has been a tough time for us all, and people are suffering, and it's an especially important time to see if you can help another soul out. And it's been, you know, it's difficult for everyone this year, but we ask you to especially understand that, that more and more people this year, it seems, have come to Chabad with a need. So you are that need. You're the miracle they're hoping for.
All right, John, so I think everybody out there understands what they got to do. Just add another zero to the check. That's always at the end of it, not at the beginning. John, do you want to call for a tote?
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's call for a tote.
What does that look
now listen.
like?
Okay, a drum roll, you see, from Rosie. And the tote is, it'll come up here, you see. 1, 2, 3, $734,556. Rabbis, come on, dance. Let's dance. You're gonna dance? Look down.
Thank you, rabbis. How about a hand to the dancing rabbis? Yes. Wow, amazing. Boy, you know, if you've ever wanted to rob a rabbi's house, tonight's the night. They're all here. Please keep on calling in, give those pledges. You know, tonight I donated half my tie to Chabad. And now, back to Larry King, who has some special pledges to announce. Larry, take it away.
Thank you. Yes, I've got some pledges here to read, and we'll get to as many as we can. There'll be more coming. Mark O'Hara, $360. Michael and Sharon.
It's right on the screen. We really want to hear from you, and we want to hear from you right now. And we're actually talking to some of the people on the phone bank.
Yeah, speaking of the phone bank, we have Mark Simmerant here. This is the first time, actually, he's taking part in Chabad. What brings you here?
Well, I've been a big supporter of Chabad for the last 8 years in Mission Viejo, and I love it. They do great work in our community, and it's been wonderful for my family, too.
And you and I were talking off camera, and you say your daughter wanted a Hebrew name, so you went to Chabad.
Yeah, when my daughter turned 9 years old, she asked me for a Hebrew name because it kind of slipped through the cracks because I wasn't affiliated with any temples at the time. And so the only place logical to go was Chabad. And I've been, our family's been going there for the last 8 years regularly, and it's been a wonderful marriage between my daughter and my family and Chabad.
As you hear the stories here tonight, what makes you say, wow, especially since you're a part of Chabad now?
Yeah, it's great. This telethon has been very instrumental. A lot of people in my family have been supporting this and watching it, even though they didn't grow up in that environment. And now it's changing lives. Chabad's changing lives.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to let you get to the phone banks now. As you can hear, the phones are ringing off the hook. We love that. Keep it coming.
Please keep those things coming. You saw the gentleman you were talking to, Stella, with the nice cap on his head. There are some Chabad thank you gifts. As you call the 800 number on your screen, you talk to the nice people here. Depending on the level of donation, we have some terrific things for you. And that's in addition, of course, to the terrific work that Chabad does. Speaking of terrific work, his remarks were so terrific. I believe John Voight as well. He's on the phone now.
Oh, he's answering the phones now.
We'll bring John over to us to help acknowledge some of the folks who've contributed already. John, you want to start us off? Who's given us some money tonight?
Mr. Peter Durfner, New York, New York, $360. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Dr. Daniel and Brenda Rubin, Los Angeles, California, for $450. Mrs. Louis Vitenson, Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, $520. Mr. and Mrs. Louis Chiera, $501 from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you very much. In honor of their son, Morris. James Barron, Great Neck, New York, $180.
These are such generous donations. We understand times are tough, but when you hear those numbers, that is amazing.
Yeah. It is really, really terrific. You know what? Wouldn't you like to hear John Voight, Tom Arnold, among others, read your name tonight? We'd love to acknowledge you, and we know you would love to acknowledge the terrific work that Chabad is doing. The easiest thing you could possibly do, phone number is right on your screen, the 800 number there. Also, you can hop online. We've got these operators standing by, the terrific values that Chabad contributes to our community every day, and some terrific thank you gifts as well. And we want to say thank you, Mr. Henry Benema for $250, Sarah Meller for $180, Gaspario Santoro for $250. Stella, I know you've got some here.
Yeah, this is such a generous donation. $500 from Mr. and Mrs. Amir Ratner. Thank you so, so very much. Mr. Stuart Kaminsky, $180. And then, oh my gosh, take a look at this. Mr. Jack Nokrika, $1,080. Thank you.
John, I was going to ask you, as you and I have these conversations every single year, what brings you back here every year?
Well, I see it on the screen, my answer, you see. This is a perfect, it says my favorite part of this telethon is dancing with my favorite people. Now, this is no ordinary dance. It is a dance of purpose, of meaning, of life. It is an expression of boundless joy, born out of the pure act of giving and caring for God's children. This year we have a special treat. Our next act is making his Chabad Telethon debut tonight, and he flew in from New York, by the way, and he's going to leave right after the show. He's fantastic. He is the world's most recognized and popular Hasidic recording artist.
Wow.
He has released dozens of albums that inspire people to a greater sense of joy. He has come here tonight to share that joy with you in the hopes that he will inspire you to join our celebration of giving. Please raise your hands and give a warm welcome to
you say to the Jewish people, you guys ready to rock? And we're like, what? Like back and forth like in a chair? But you guys rocked, and Lipa rocked. How about a hand for him again, everybody? That was amazing. That was amazing. Just want to read a couple of pledges. Keep them coming. Mr. Neil Glazer, $180. Mr. Stuart Friedman, $180. Don't know, $180. I know the Don't Knows. They're lovely people. I had Shabbos dinner with them last week. Thank you, Don't Knows. We'll see you soon. And now, back to Larry with more people to thank. Larry, take it away.
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, I have some more people to thank, and we'll get to as many as I can. Constantine.
90-second Double Your Mitzvah, sponsored by the Sherman family.
Isn't that nice of them?
That's so nice. One family.
Yes.
Before it was budget, that's a whole company.
Now
this
it's
is a
one
family.
Yeah.
One family. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ready to count it down?
Ready?
Everybody, please call in. Whatever you donate will be doubled by the Sherman family in 5 seconds. Everybody, 5,
4,
3, 2, 1. We're doubling mitzvahs. Let's go.
Let's do this. Oh, we got one. We got one already. Rabbi, what do we have?
I think, how much, Albert, you tell us how much you have here. 180? 180 from
180. Thank you. From where?
From Pacific Palisades.
Thank you very much, Albert. Thank you. 180. That is doubled. We are waiting for your phone calls. You can also log online to 2life.com. Yes. 360. Another 360. Come on, guys. Another 360.
Nice.
What do you have?
Come on, everybody call in. We could do this.
Double your mitzvah. We know times are tough. We know that you guys have to pay your bills, but an organization like this does so much good for the community, for people all over the nation, all over the world. Please call in. Please go online, 2life.com. We want to hear the phones ringing. We want to hear them. What do we have? Somebody doubling. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Caught me off guard here.
Oh, somebody donating?
Yes, all the time. I got a lot of pleasures tonight.
Only about 30 seconds left, people.
I'll let you go.
I worked the New York shift too, 2 hours upstairs. So.
Okay, thank you. I'll let you get to work. Elon?
We got $300 on the phone here. That's double. That's $600. We have about 10 seconds left. Call right now. Your pledges will be doubled. Please, everybody, call now. 20 minutes left to the telethon. We could really use your help. Now is the time. Happy Rosh Hashanah. Who else we got? We have someone here? Hello?
We got someone?
Yehuda Pla, how much you got for us, Yehuda?
I think we're done.
Beautiful. All right, $18. Rabbi, back to you.
Very special.
Thank you, Rebbitzin. Thank you, Rabbi. What a beautiful family. The Cunans, ladies and gentlemen, started the telethon 32 years ago. 32 years ago till 120. You know, you want to know what you're giving to exactly. One of the gentlemen here is working the phones, actually went through the rehab program and came out and decided to donate his time and talents by literally building these sets with his own hands. Tell us about that. Your name's Abe?
Abraham.
Abraham, what did you do?
Well, with the help of some people that I've worked with for a long time, we built the sets because they didn't have one. They didn't have sets.
That's unbelievable. We couldn't have sets, and Abe, who went through our program, this is what you're giving to, everybody. This is what you're giving to. Another unsung hero. Come here. Elia, who's been working this phone bank for how many years, Elia?
7 years.
7 years. He's a big businessman. He has Astropop candies, which are kosher now.
Yes, they are.
And he's donating his time to be here. This is what Chabad's about, people helping people. Call us right now and help us. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a few weeks ago, Chabad was recognized in the U.S. House of Representatives by our friend, Congressman Sherman. Let's have a look.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize the unique
increased enforcement and changes in policies.
This is where the money is going, to organizations just like this, helping one person at a time.
Helping our youth, that is correct, to reduce substance abuse.
Thank you very much, Susan. Thank you. And as we celebrate 40 years since the founding of Chabad's Treatment Center, I am honored to introduce this clip by our dear friend, Howie Mandel. Take a look.
Until you actually walk into one of